Students from all over the world are finally returning to study in Melbourne, with enrolment numbers coming back to pre-pandemic levels. For many of these students, this is their first time moving out. In most cases, it's smooth sailing. For others, problems can arise with their new home. Diana is a student at Melbourne University and moved into her apartment in 2022, but started to notice issues early on.
Mushrooms growing in the bathroom, mould, there's no ventilation, there's no heating, and it gets pretty cold in winter. And there weren't any fans either.
Even though she made complaints to student housing, Diana felt that they didn't do enough to rectify the situation, but out of fear of repercussions and a lack of legal knowledge, didn't take the matter further.
As international students weren't actually that sure about what help we could get.
For international students, finding somewhere to move is vital, but unfortunately, this leads many to sign lease agreements for properties they won't even see until arriving in Australia. This puts them at a greater risk of moving into a property that simply doesn't live up to standard. There are several resources online for students to look at regarding tenancy, but often these are filled with confusing technical lingo and clauses that are hard to understand, especially if you've come from a country where English isn't your first language. But luckily, there is help out there.
At Youth Law, we see international students come in with, a variety of kind of tenancy issues. So we'll be giving legal advice around the lease or the agreement that they've signed up for, giving them the tools that they need to assert those rights if that's something that they need to.
Courtney Holder for RMIT Newsline.